This is another good story. If your phone is in airplane mode, how useful is it? My phone, here. I want you to call your friend. This is my phone. Has to stay in airplane mode, and I want you to call somebody. No, just use the phone. You can't change it. It has to stay in airplane mode. No, can't do it. Right? What's the first thing you need to do as a teacher? You need connection. Right? The first thing you're doing when you're telling a story is connection. So what I did is a connection. I told you about a restaurant. You know, when you go to try a restaurant, you want to sample the food, right? So that's a connection. And the connection for a teacher, what we did this morning is very important. Tell something about yourself, and they tell you something about themselves, and then you have a connection. Right? That's really important. The next thing you need is a story. A story behind it. Why this restaurant? Why this learning methodology? What's so good about it? You have a story, and then you try it. You sample it. Okay? Now let me try the food. Okay? And then, wonderful. Success. So this is, you have to have a connection. You have to tell a story. You have to then allow people to try it, and then you understand it. Success is to understand. So the connection is, we share a little bit about why I'm here, why I'm in Sri Lanka, what about you? The story is the mountain. And what we call it, Sri Padaya or something, isn't it? How do you spell it? Is that right? No? Payada? P-A-D? Yeah, but is that the right spelling? Is it not right? Okay, so we call this Adam's Peak, but you call it Sri Pada. Okay, that's the mountain, right? Now, you need to get to the top. This is you, happy, successful, smiling. This is you at the bottom. Right. Okay, you can get to the mountain lots of different ways. But we're going to compare two ways. One way is you climb straight up. Straight up. And another way is you go round and round, round and round, round and round, round and round, and you get to the top. Okay? Both have success. Both are happy. What's the difference? What's the difference? This is fast and hard. Yeah? This is fast and hard. It's hard, but it's fast. This is this way. Great, you guys are good. This is slow, but easy. You cannot cheat the universe. You can't cheat the universe. If you want to go fast, it's going to be hard. If you don't mind taking a long time, it will be easy. So that's the story. We will get people speaking English confidently in 30 hours. You will be able to do that. Anybody, Tamil speaker, speaks no English at all, above the age of 8 or 10, so they speak Tamil well, they understand their own language. In 30 hours, they will be able to talk in English with confidence. We've done this with students in Portuguese, in Chinese, in Spanish. It takes 30 hours. Days, 6 hours a day. It's very, very, very hard, but it works. You can do a little bit, 1 hour a day, and then have a rest. You could do 5 minutes a day, so it's hard, but you have a lot of rest. But every time you use our method, it's hard, but it is very, very fast. So connection, you know me, a bit about me. We know a little bit about you. The story is the mountain. We're going fast and hard. You're going to try it. Now, it's even harder for you. Why? Because I'm not going to be using Tamil to teach you something. I'm going to use English to teach you a new language today. And the reason I'm going to do it is because you have to believe. What's the importance of the tea leaf trust? It's all about belief, isn't it? You've got to believe what's possible. You can't believe the food is good until you tried it, right? If you believe it's good before you tried it, that's religion, that's faith, right? But you want to know, you're not teaching a religion, you're teaching people to speak English or to learn anything fast. So you need to believe, you need to try it and believe. So by the end of today, my idea is that you can now see how it works. So you can imagine yourselves being able to do this as a teacher. So we're going to try it. And we're going to try it by teaching you a new language that will be harder for you because you think in Tamil still, and then you go to English, and then you go to this new language. So, know this, if you can do it because you're the teacher, your students will only need to go from Tamil to English, or Sinhala to English, or whatever their own languages. Okay? I told you it's going to be hard. I'm going to go and get the speaker now, and then I'm going to set it up. Are you ready to do some very hard work? I promise you this will be the hardest thing you've ever done. Actually, the speed at which we're learning will be the hardest thing. But the thing that you will know is that your brain can do it. So the final thing on this journey, you know this. This is you. This is your comfort zone. You know this? Yes. Everything inside here is easy and comfortable. Everything out here is difficult, harder for you. A long way out here is impossible. But a little bit out here, what happens? Next time, your comfort zone is bigger, so you can do more. Every time you do something where you're out of your comfort zone, you increase it, right? So this is what we're doing, we're exercising them. My students in my school, I tell them two things. One is, start before you're ready. Don't wait till you're ready, you'll never be ready. Your voice will never say you're ready. Start before you're ready. And the second one is, get comfortable at being uncomfortable. If you go to the gym, I'll do a few exercises for you now. I've done some exercises this morning. If I just go, oh, that's enough, no problem. Very easy, right? So what happens to my muscles? They don't develop, they don't grow. And as you get older, by the way, this is something for 20 or 30 years now, you have to do exercise just to stay in good condition. If you don't, right? But you need to exercise your brain the same way. You need to push it. It needs to be hard. But the great thing is, your brain is baked for language learning. Not you because you're special, you because human brains are wonderful at learning languages. How do I know this? You take a 3-year-old from the Tamil country up here, they can speak Tamil. Not perfect, but they can speak it. You take the same 3-year-old from China, they can speak Chinese. But Chinese is so hard. No, the 3-year-old brain can do it. Now, I don't know if you know any 3-year-olds. Most of what a 3-year-old can do is rubbish. Most 3-year-olds can't do anything. What can they do? They can't even tie their laces. They can't do maths, they can't do anything, but they can speak a language. So what does that tell you about languages? What does that tell you? It tells you the brain is already built for language. thousands and thousands and thousands of years of evolution have meant that our brains are perfect for learning languages. Already now, you are listening to me. Already it is easier than this morning. You've only heard me speak for a small time. Already it is a bit easier. Your brain is getting used to it. I'm going to get the speakers. And then we're going to start. And the language, the new language we're going to learn is Welsh. Does anyone speak Welsh? You sure? Welsh is a language they speak in a place called Wales. Has anyone heard of Wales? It's a country, Wales. It's next to England. And there is a guy who is called Prince William, who is called the Prince of Wales. So this word, Wales, England was a bad country in the past. England used to take over lots of other countries. Sorry, we took over Sri Lanka. A lot of places in Africa. Some good things, railways, roads, but most not so good. But Wales, we also took over and we ran that country. And so, but they speak their own language, a completely different language. It's called Welsh. You are going to learn Welsh today because it's very new. Has anyone seen the movie Lord of the Rings? Yeah. Okay. That's basically Welsh. The language they speak there is pretty much, wow. The guy who wrote it built the Elfin language, the language of the elves, the ones with the pointy ears. He based it around Welsh. It's a beautiful language, but it's completely different from English. Nothing the same. You're going to learn some Welsh. You're going to learn it really fast. You're going to hate me because it's so hard. But by the end of today, you're going to be able to speak some Welsh. 30 hours. We won't do 30 hours today. It's kind of not very possible. Depending on how long we've got, we'll probably do maybe 2 hours of learning Welsh in some short vlogs. Are we ready? If I get the speakers, are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you want to come with me and help me with the speakers?